EBS TV, television reloaded.
All right, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for staying connected. It's Issues and Answers on Edo Broadcasting Service. My name is Josephine Eimihe. And this morning we'll be looking at Nigerian youths and innovation on issues and answers. A lot of things have been going on. We find that a lot of young men and young women don't like to work anymore. They just want to acquire wealth either through any means. And there's this upsurge in rituals and a lot of them. But in all these, there are some Nigerian young men and women who have distinguished themselves in the technological space. And we have them in Edo State. This man will be talking to us on how they've gone, how far they've gone, their new work. There's one on my table right now. It looks like when you see it, you want to ask for tea, you want to drink tea. But he said it serves different purpose. We will see it as the program commences. We'll be looking at it, innovations, talent, and all of them in order to make our country a better place. For real, a lot of countries are into technology these days and they are doing very fine. China, United States. But what is Nigeria doing about our own technology? Are we encouraging the young people that have talent? What are their challenges? What can be done to let more people be involved in the technological space and leave the other space, which is ritualism and the other kidnappings they are involved? This is what we'll be looking at this morning on Issues and Answers. I have Engineer Dan Aigbe Asasobo. Good morning. He's a young, talented Edolite. Good morning. Thank you. All right.
Good morning, viewers.
Okay. He's smiling so well. All right. We have the president of Talent Exhibition in Edo and Ondo State. We have Tutor Sam Abiodun. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Let me start with the Tutor Sam. How is our innovations in Edo State, our technology? Is it improving or there's a kind of lacuna in it?
Actually, when it comes to inventions, talent, innovations in Nigeria, I can say that our youths are really trying. We have a lot of talented stars, we have talented people, we have talented youths, and they have come up with a lot of innovations. We are talented, we have comedians, we have singers, we have actors, we have dancers, a lot of them. But the issue is most of our youths, they find it difficult their target is to become a celebrity. Once you get to the height of being a celebrity, you become renowned and well recognized all over the world. But the problem is, the reason why our talent in Nigeria is not going far is because of lack of platform. Our youths, they are not given platform. So because they don't have the platform, you see some of them, because I've met a lot of them, they've met me one-on-one. We are talking about talent, they come and meet me as sir. Immediately they come, what I notice is that these people need talent. But the most annoying part of it is that some of our churches especially are not encouraging talent. Some other persons are not encouraging talent.
There's something you said, these people need talent. Do you get talent or is what you have inside of you?
Yeah, talent is a gift given by God. So it's something that is already inside of you.
You need to harness it.
Yes. Once you discover it, you activate it, you just pursue it. So what I'm saying is that the reason why our talent in Nigeria are not going far is because most of our youths, they don't give them platform. And sometimes, let me give an instance on this. Let's take for instance that in a particular church now, maybe a pastor is trying to come up with a particular program, maybe a very big program, and right in your church you have some talented upcoming artists like dancers, singers, and others. But you come to realize that some churches, instead of them to use their members in the church, they will not, when they know they are talented, they will decide to go out there, feature a celebrity for like 5 million, bring them to the shop, put them on big banner. You see, Frank Edward is coming to this program. When other people know that Frank Edward is coming for Easter, they will be like, I must attend this program. But I'm not saying it is wrong, it's not wrong, but the area whereby this particular thing is wrong is when you are bringing an artist, for instance, also remember that you have other talented youth in your shop that can do what Frank Edward is doing. So all you need to do is you are bringing Frank Edward, you need to pick 1 or 2 talented people, youth from your church, and add them to the banner. Also feature them. So by the time the flyers and the banners are out, now people see that, this guy, I know him, he's in my street, he's featured with Frank Edward. You know, the guy will now be seeing himself as a celebrity. Now by the time he is now featured in the program, and he was given a platform, he will be happy. Now, if the pastor do a particular thing like this, like for a year, you'll be surprised that our youth will become a celebrity.
All right, thank you so much. Talking about church, but Edo State government is doing that and ensuring that more youths are given the platform to showcase their talent. We have the Creative Hub recently put in place by the government to ensure that those Edolites that have this talent, they can go there to showcase themselves. But let me tell you, Tutor Abiodun, most of our youths, some of them, they don't want to go the extra mile to develop themselves. So that's why you see most pastors. That's by the way. But let's come to technology. That's what I want to hear. Are we doing well in the technological space compared to other countries?
I can say that in Nigeria we are doing well, because in the last I've been to a friend of mine, an inventor that is a Nigeria inventor. I'm not an inventor. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a public speaker. So I've seen a lot of inventors. They've done their possible best to come up with a particular inventions. So and now these inventions, why is it that in Nigeria our inventions are not recognized? The reason is we don't encourage inventions.
Right.
Most of our inventions are not encouraged in Nigeria. That's why it doesn't go far.
All right. Let me come to inventor, engineer Dan Asasabo. How has it been? Because we've seen a lot of your work. You do come to EBS to showcase your work. How has it been with you in that space?
Thank you very much. Thank you to Sam. He's a man who loves talent and innovation a lot. Me being an inventor by the grace of God, I was patent for most of my inventions. Well, I would say in the world of invention, innovation, particularly in Nigeria, it has not really been encouraging compared to the other sector like the entertainment industry. We all see how the entertainment industry are flying, and we want same to be included in the world of technology. We are really lacking behind in that aspect of it. By the grace of God, to some talked about most of our talent are not being celebrated. Well, to some, not all the part. For instance, in the entertainment industry, we see our artists like Davido and all that, Frank Edward, they're all over the world, all over the globe. People are celebrating them. I think same should be applicable to the world of technology. But that is what we are not seeing. I've been an inventor for close to 2 decades by the grace of God. Right from my secondary school, I did my first invention was a machine that can prepare eba, semo, and all that. That was my very first invention I did, and that took me around the nation, where I presented those states and won several awards. But then the issue is that not winning an award with the project is not really the key tonight. So how those inventions can be translated into a commercial entity, because an invention that is not commercialized is still like an unborn baby. You get it. So what we have been saying through our platform, the SCIDC, which is the Society of African Inventors, Designers and Constructors, where I'm the research president of that platform, we're getting that there's a need for government and other relevant bodies to see how they can come up with workable mechanism on how to move most of our research, science and tech research into the market. All right. So it's not only the work of the government. The private sector has a lot to do, because I look at the entertainment industry, it is more driven by the private sector. So the problem we have is that the private sector will see how to encourage our young inventors. For example, what you see on the table today is one.
I will get there.
Okay,
I will definitely get there, because I'm so interested on what is on the table right now.
So generally, inventors who invent in this country are the least. I saw one of the posts on Vanguard Paris, and they said inventors are the least motivated talented people in this part of the world, and that is the truth. You see, in the entertainment industry, they are doing at least averagely over 60%. I would give them. But when it comes to technology, and most time we go to social media, we see a lot of young guys building cars, plane, coming up with even pure new inventions and all that. Then the highest they will get is 1,000 like, 10,000 like on Facebook and other social platform. But is that what the inventor really wants? No, that is not what we really want. We want our inventions to be in the market. All right, that is the essence. It's not for you to do the research and remain at the research laboratory and die. When you go to our institution today, our universities, polytechnic, there are a lot of inventions that are dying in our laboratories today. That is the truth. What is lacking is funds to move those research to the market space. For instance, you see someone study engineering in school, you come up with a project that is innovative, and after leaving school, you are there looking for a job where there's no job. What happened to those innovative projects you build as an engineering graduate? Okay, what happened to can't those projects be solicited into commercial entity that will create job for yourself and other engineers and non-engineers? So that's the question we keep asking our government. I love inventions in our universities, in our polytechnics, in our polytechnics, now even our technical colleges. Can't we go and see how look of any of this innovation and see can't we commercialize this innovation no matter how crude it is? We can start from there. That's how India did. That was how China did. And today we are celebrating those nations. We can replicate same here back home. We have a lot of talented inventors who I've seen a lot because under my platform I have a lot of data of inventors under my platform, and many of them will call me each time. So I look at the challenge, I will tell them, you have to keep moving, you have to keep pushing. But then how long will they keep pushing when they are not seeing any encouragement at the end? Something at least they want to see their invention in the marketplace.
All right,
okay.
Sazobo, there are a lot of persons that believe most of this Nigerian invention, the finishing touching, there's no finishing touching. You just, it's not like attractive. You get others like from other countries, you see the beauty, and it's the same thing. But when you come to Nigeria, they will just do it somehow. It's like, it's not beautiful, it's not enticing. So what's that?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I love this question for the point you just raised, that most of these inventions we are building here in Nigeria, they are prototype. Okay, there are difference between prototype. This is a sample. Okay, so these are prototypes. So that is just built as a model. Or like before it's translated into mass production and all that. So you don't need to expect it looks so beautiful like it does.
But we love beautiful things. Even though it's prototype, you just have to make it beautiful.
I cannot separate like what you have on the table now.
Right.
It's not what I say. I can't sell it to you. It's still a prototype. So most of these inventions you see our young people building, they are prototypes.
But this is what will attract me. If it's so beautiful, it catch my attention.
That's what I'm saying now. I said the prototype, like, even the one in China, most of these cars they developed there. At the first stage, it will look so rough. Well, because they're not pushing to the market. It's just a sample to build upon. Okay, so this is our prototype. Most of our young inventors are building prototype. Okay, now after the prototype, then you now see how you translate it into production. Then it will look finished and all that.
Okay.
I want to shock you that some of these inventions you see being imported from foreign nations like China and Japan and all that, you believe that some of them are ideas from our inventors back home. But they will take this prototype down to China, to those Western countries for mass production, for finishing, and then they will bring it down there. They will say made in China.
Want to buy.
You say made in there. So for instance, this is my innovation here. Now, when I take it to a country like China now, in a couple of months, when you come back, you will not forget it.
Nigerians will love to. Oh.
You get it. So that is the how the innovation process is.
All right. What is this now? Because it's like a cup of tea that you want to pour water.
Call it different names.
Different. So what do we have here? What's on the table?
Yeah, this is what I call the Sazobos multi-purpose device. It's a multi-purpose device, and it's a solar-driven device. Okay, it performs the following task. As it is, it can break spag. You know, spaghetti. You know, particularly those who are into food business. I imagine that you are going to break spag, like 20 pieces, cartons of it, and you are doing it manually with your hands. Time and stress it will involve. So I just come with a device that can address that issue. That's number one. Number two, it can pan yam. Yes.
That's a bigger one of these.
Yes, we build it to be to a micro size, okay, so that it can easily be moved from one place to another. Particularly bachelors or students can have it in their hostel and all that. Okay,
so this one is made for the bachelors.
Yes. This is the smaller model. So we also have a bigger model for it. So that is two. And number three, it can slice vegetable. Yeah. Then number four, it can blend your pepper, tomatoes. 5, it can serve as a fan to it. It has a cooling system, so you can have it on front of your table just like this, and it will cool up to your body, and also serve as a lamp. You can as well charge your mobile phone. Okay, so and it is solar powered. So it has a voltmeter that raises the voltage. So this is the lamp here. This for the fan. see it inside. It's moving already.
It's moved. That's
Yes.
like a fan.
Well, yes, that is the one for the blending and
Okay, for the
pounding.
blending.
Yes, then here is the fan. This is for the fan and the lights, as you can see.
Just this, doing everything.
Exactly. That's why I call it the multi-purpose device. And you don't need public light. Almost like people they want to eat from yam, and you have to wait for public power supply, or you have to get your gasoline generator.
Yes.
Or with this innovative project, you don't need those which is solar and you are
Your
good to
solar?
go. Yes, and it has a solar attachable panel that charges the battery. So and you can charge your phone, as I mentioned.
You can charge your phone also.
Exactly, and
it can act as
a fan equivalent to your body.
It can blend your tomatoes, onions.
Break spag, pound yam.
Oh, is this not too much for this just one project?
It's never too much. Like we're in the world of innovation, I'm telling you now.
Wow,
so,
this is
innovation
so
is cutting down
beautiful.
costs, and we try to ensure that the cost is affordable by all. So we want to see this innovation in our market space in the nearest future, but that can only be possible if we have sponsors. We have people who say, okay, Dan, how do we go from here? How we can commercialize this? Because there are a lot of inventions that I mentioned that are dying in our laboratory.
Yeah.
If there's no sponsor come forward, you will probably still be, relaxing at the laboratory, which is not supposed to be. Every invention must leave the research lab to the market space. So that is because, as I mentioned, that invention that is not produced is still like an unborn child. Okay, so what I'm advocating under my thought that there's need for our government of Nigeria, the state government, to give more attention to technology. Okay, look at what is happening now in the war between Russia and Ukraine. It's a technology-based battle. This is not a battle of prayer now. It's a battle of you using technology to fight each other.
Yes.
So I put it on my WhatsApp on my Facebook under that. You see why the Nigerian government should give more attention to invention and innovation than even the entertainment industry. I'm not saying technology is not good. I'm also a musician too. I compose music, but by the grace of God, I'm an inventor too. So more attention should be given to invention and innovation.
Yeah.
Because when you come up with an invention, it's not going to create job for myself alone. Because I alone cannot produce, mass produce. I got to involve other youths and other minds, even those who are not in science and tech, also work with us, and this will create job.
Okay,
opportunity.
there's a difference right now. If this product is coming from China, they will just tell you this can only pound yam, pepper, and whatever. The China product will not tell you that this can pound, it can fan you, it can do this. If you are telling this to Nigeria that this one is all multi-purpose, there's this fear we have that this one that can do everything, can it really work?
Yes.
Can't you just make it like, okay, this one is for the pepper, tomatoes, this is for the other, as against this one will fan you, this one will charge your phone, this one. A lot of Nigerians will be afraid.
Thank
No,
you
we
very
don't have
much.
trust.
Yes, thank you very much. That is why I mentioned that is we are in the world of innovation now.
Yeah.
For instance, look at your phone. Initially, when we have a mobile phone, then it used to be wired phone. Just for making calls, you cannot send tests. Later, we now have the wireless phone, though it was still very big, you can make calls and send tests. Now we now have a phone, later we introduce camera to it. Still one phone. Now we now have a phone that can do video records, that can do other platforms. Now you then introduce social medias and all that to it. Still same one particular phone. Okay, so what I'm saying, we're in the world of innovation and things are changing. The innovation is highly dynamic. So that is why we are inventors. I want you to see how we can incorporate things. Instead of you having various products, for instance, you just have only machine for doing pepper, one machine for yam, the other one for charging phone. You can imagine how it will occupy the whole space. So we as inventors, as scientists, it's our duty to see how we integrate these things together to be one.
Okay, what will it take for this product to go to the market? What are the things required if you want to take this further?
Yes, as it is now, the research has been successful, has been strong. What we need now is for her to see how we move it into the production aspect of it. Because in the world of invention, it starts from conceptualization of the idea to patenting of your idea. We all know what's patent. Patent is to protect your idea, the property which you are fight for, just like copyright that protects your intellectual property when it comes to music and other literary work. So in the world of invention and engineering projects, we patent is that right you fight for to protect your idea and say, this is your invention. Okay, that is what I can only use to lay claim to my invention. So then number 3, you build a prototype, which I have just done. Then number 4, you translate it into the production for production purpose, where it will become a finished product and where packaged, you be inside the carton, and then it goes for the commercial aspect of it, where it become a marketable entity. People start purchasing it, start marketing, linking it with marketers and all that. So now with the stage we are now is to see how we can move it into the production aspect, okay, to mass produce it so that you get to the market and becomes a commercial entity.
What does
I cannot
it
say this one now.
What does it entail to?
It's funds. It's funds.
Okay.
Someone can say, okay, come, Inventor Dan, I love what you just did. Okay, I'm a partner with you. Okay, in what way? You can as well come to me and say, okay, let's partner. Let's do things together.
All right. Have you gone to like meet people in positions of authority to tell them, or you just smile, or you go to multinational companies to showcase this so that you can collaborate with them?
Yes, thank you very much. Sadly, though, that most of the companies we have in this country, in Nigeria,
They don't believe your work.
they don't believe in the indigenous inventions.
No.
Okay, but when you see how to leave the country, as I see people are leaving the country. For instance, recently, I have one of my very good own inventor who left the country recently. Yes, he built drones that can serve for agricultural purpose and all that, but was never encouraged in that aspect. Even we also have our own daughter, Devige, who is a drone builder based in the United States of America. Once in the college of education year, was building a lot of research but no encouragement. But today now is globally recognized as the builder of the fastest drone aircraft in the world. So what I'm saying is that in this part of the world, in Nigeria in particular, we don't encourage our indigenous inventors, particularly when they are still in this country. I keep saying it. Okay, they don't encourage us. They don't encourage. When you go to these companies, they'll say, "Oh, fine, we love this idea." The next you see, they want to go on the other way and see how to hijack the idea. If you don't have a patent for it, that is the truth. When you approach a company here, they will tell, "Oh, beautiful idea. Oh, this guy, you are brilliant. Ah, kudos. You know, you hear from us." Before you say hear from us, you have traveled down to China and produce it and send it to our market. Betrayal everywhere. Exactly. But that's why I always encourage inventors to file for patents. Before me bringing up this product out here, I've already filed for patent. If not, I won't come up with this product here. Because a lot of people are watching. Okay? So before I present any project, any innovation out, I'll file for my patent right. This is very key. Because that is my tool. It's like you say you are a graduate of this institution and you don't have a certificate to prove that. So when you invent something and come with an innovation, you must show your proof that this idea belongs to you. Because the way I'm thinking in Edo State, Nigeria, someone is also thinking in Kano. Someone may also be taking the same idea in China, in Japan. So that is why it's always important for inventors to fight for patents, just like the way musicians fight for copyright. When you compose a music, you put up a film, another, you write a book, you must fight for it. But you are an author, you know what I'm talking about. You have to fight for copyright. So we, as inventors, will fight for patents. So the problem generally is that local manufacturers here don't encourage indigenous inventors. That is the truth. That is why I will say clear and loud that most of our inventors here find their way out of this country. I must be very plain. I must be very plain.
We just need to encourage Accessible for what he's doing. This is beautiful and it's laudable. But I'm just curious, so I want to ask, how do you get these innovations? Because thinking this is not easy. The idea, betting the idea and coming with this is not easy. How do you get this? How do you think it? And how do you actualize this you're doing?
Thank you very much. Well, as I mentioned, that I'm a born inventor. Right from my secondary school days, I have this flair for inventing. My first project then, even my first general project was an aircraft I built, which took me to various places at that time before I made my invention. Then I was building existing project like a plane, flying plane. And I asked myself, there's no way credit will be given to me if I'm building existing technology, okay, because it's an invention owned by someone, it's an intellectual property of someone else. The Wright brothers were told that they were the inventor of the aircraft. So I now ask myself, what invention am I bringing? What invention will I leave behind? If I should leave this world to borrow, what will I be giving back for? That was what spurred my spirit to the world of invention deeply. And I've been to come up with new things, see how things work. For instance, I come to this studio, I've seen a lot of lapses that I know as an inventor I can fix. Okay, there are a lot of innovation. Wherever I go, even when I go to church, pastor is ministry and all that. My mind is still thinking, what improvement can I make in this church? When I go to the market, whether people are buying, I'm looking at what improvement can I make within this product.
It's a talent, God's giving.
It's already there in me. So whenever, even I'm inside the vehicle, I'm thinking, this is not bad. We were told in the world of innovation that whatever you see, you set your eyes on the product, don't see it as already perfect. There's always room for improvement. That better is not enough, the best is yet to come. So wherever I go to, I always say, how can I make this thing better? I'm not satisfied with it. People say it's beautiful, but it can be better than this. I can add something to this. It could be in terms of cost. Maybe the current one in the market is at the high side. For instance, it's sold for 10,000 naira. Can't I produce similar thing that can be sold for a lesser cost, like 5,000 naira, that the people generally can purchase and all that? These are all part of the innovation and invention. So it is an inbuilt talent in me. That is my talent. That is what is in me.
All right, you're talking about solar, using solar to like power this. Solar energy is very expensive right now. So how do you like,
Cut it down the cost.
how will you, that's the cost right now. You buy this and you use solar. Don't you think the cost would, instead of solar, can they use electricity?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The kind of solar we use here are micro panels. Okay. For instance, now when we push into this market, now we want this product, this one proposed to be sold within the ranges of 20,000 to 25,000 naira. That's what I was looking for.
Machine that can do
yes,
everything.
yes, we want it to be within the range of 20 to 25,000 naira. Now, because the solar panel we are using are micro panels, okay, and we're using lithium batteries, which can easily deposit charges to the battery. So it's not like the other panels we have generally that the ICI, those are bigger panels. You have to use the inverter and all that to convert and all that. We're not using inverter in this case. Okay, they're strictly DC powered. The motors are DC, everything here are DC. So I don't want to explain too much of the technology here.
Because they are all right. Okay, you don't want anybody to steal.
I know they cannot do that computer anyway. But then if you are just give a sum of how it looks like, it's not like the general solar where you got to get your panel, get an inverter and all that. No, we're not using inverter in this.
There's a problem also when you do this in Nigeria, for instance. After some months or even weeks, teacher will just pack off. People have that problems. They'll say, okay, I want to buy this. I want to encourage this person. After some using it for some weeks or even days, the thing will pack up. How long can this last? How long can this go?
Yeah, thank you very much. As I mentioned, this is a prototype, and I'll keep saying it. This is a prototype, this is a sample product, okay?
Yeah.
When we fully mass produce this, it's just like you purchase your mobile phone.
Yeah.
They will give you 3 years of warranty. The same thing applicable to this when we mass produce it. We'll give you a warranty. It becomes a final product, a finished product. As it is, this is a prototype, as I mentioned, I'll keep mentioning. We are inventors as a scientist. We try to come up with practical product to explain our concept, how it's going to look like. This is what we translate into the factory where it's going to be mass produced, okay? So when the product is being mass produced, like the cameras we have in the studio here, they are warranty for, isn't it? Same applicable to this. When it becomes a final product for the market, there will be warranty, there will be procedures of use, there will be manual, all that is attached. Just like when you purchase your phone, where you have the manuals on how to use it so that it will last you long and all that. Everything will be included when it becomes a commercial product.
The one I love so much is that it can pound yam.
Yeah, sure.
As against having worked for the day and you come back home, instead of going to pound, using the manual
use
pounding,
the manual way and all that.
you can use this to
Exactly.
pound and it will come out smoothly.
Yes.
Wow. All right, it's what we are looking for to see, and we wish you the best. Tutu Abiodun,
Yes, ma'am.
a lot of Nigerians, young people, don't like going for sciences anymore. Technology, you see them, all of them doing arts, they want to sing. Is this ideal for this country? Is it healthy for us that we don't see young men having this crave to go and read biology, physics, rather they just want to do musicals and other simpler things?
Right. I will say education is very, very important. Education is a key. Irrespective of your talent, you are talented, you need to be educated so that education will bring out the best in you. Like I remember before I gained admission, I already discovered my talent. I have the talent of writing. I have authored about 3 books. Then as time goes on, I discover I'm a talent doctor. I help people to discover their purpose on it. Then I help people to become a celebrity. So if you have a talent, you should go to school to study. So when you study, then you bring out the best in you. You can't say you have the talent of writing, you can write very well, and you say you don't want to be educated, you don't want to go to school. You need education. So
to make it
education,
better.
yes, it will bring out the best in you. Once you mix education with your talent, it will spring faster. So the idea of saying, I'm a singer, I just want to go into singing straight, there's no education, I don't want to, especially a particular person whereby you have been trying to process your admission, it's not forthcoming, and you just discover you can sing. Then you go into it, as time goes on, God just explodes you, and you are not making the money, you now put education aside. Mind you, a time is coming whereby you will still need the education, and if you are not sound enough, you just coincidentally you just mess up yourself, and the news will spread all over, and it will not speak good of you, and your fans won't be happy about it. So in as much that you are talented, I encourage you to still push forward.
All right, let me go back to my question. I said a lot of young Nigerians don't like going for the sciences.
Okay.
They don't like going to read physics. We have
Engineering.
chemistry. It's as if the numbers are declining daily for those going for engineering and other things. So what do you think is the reason
Before
behind
the engineer, Desmond engineer Dan was saying something. He said he's a born inventor. Now, when you discover your talent, you cannot be a born inventor and go to the university and study something that is not related to your talent. So once you have find out that this is a talent you have, then nothing stop you. There's no amount of debate, there's no amount of conviction anybody can give to you that will make you to change your mind about going to universities to study inventions. So if you have the talent of inventions, you have the talent of science, then nothing stops you going to university too, except you are not good in that particular aspect. Yeah, when you are not good in that aspect, then you can go to something that is related.
engineer Sasbo, can you answer that also?
Yes.
A lot of young people don't go like going for the sciences.
Yeah.
They just want to do something else.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's contributes to a lot of factors why a lot of young people are leaving sciences. You want to study art and social science, management science, and all that. First of all, they have this syndrome in them that, for instance, in science, applied sciences like physics, mathematics, industrial chemistry, and all that, and engineering as well. They will tell you those courses are kind of tedious, kind of difficult. They are courses and all that. But mind you, if you have discovered your purpose, the first thing for you to discover your purpose, even before you get admission to the university, you want to discover your purpose. For instance, I already know that I love inventing things, so I can't find myself in the art class at all at the first place. Then in my secondary school at the science level, I wasn't too good in chemistry, but when it comes to physics and mathematics,
that's your strength.
That's my strength. Even biology is just managed. But that did not stop me. I said, okay, let me, because chemistry is very important too in engineering when it comes to material science and all that. But then I knew that this is what I can do. If it's not engineering, it's not engineering. I will shock you that I was even given scholarship to one of these private universities then to study a non-engineering course, physics. I said, because then they don't have engineering at that time. But I objected. I said, no. It's neither engineering or I forget about it. Because that is my strength. I must study engineering. That is, so I have to turn that scholarship at that time. But the university don't have engineering at that time. So I have to turn that scholarship. I said, no, it's engineering and nothing else. So of course I went to other school for engineering. So a lot of persons have this syndrome that science is difficult. To me, it's one of the most easiest and sweetest course when you go to mathematics, physics, and all that. It's very interesting. Imagine.
Mathematics is sweet.
It's very sweet. You can look at this and, okay, for instance, this invention I just made now, it's a result of physics and mathematics. Some people will say, how do I solve it? Yes, it helps me, because if I don't understand physics very well, I will not know the right cells, the right materials to use. I may just come up with something and think just messed up, okay, because I don't understand the science behind these things. Okay, so when you are talented, when you are gifted in a particular aspect, it's very advisable you go for courses that are related. It helps a lot. It gives you that. For instance, in my school those days, even at the university level, I studied welding engineering at PTI, Petroleum Training Institute. Chemistry, I also jammed that course, chemistry in school again. Chemistry that I was not. When it comes to chemistry, you don't see me there. Okay, but when I come to my course in the studied level, I saw that course again. It was, how am I going to pass this course? But I was able to pass that course as a result of my physical project I was doing. I actually know what I'm doing, even down to the head of the institution know what I'm into, and so they just know that even though I'm not good, let me not talk that way, but they just believe that I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's why I want to skate through in some of those courses. And interestingly, I love what I'm doing. It is my talent, so I have to put more effort to study it. I have to spend more time studying. So what I'm saying is something that when you are gifted, the first is to discover your purpose. If you don't discover your purpose, even I will encourage young people, right from your primary school, you should know what you want to be in life. It's very key. It's from there you now know which class you will be. Is it in the science, is it in the art or the social science and all that. This will help you. If you don't discover your talent at that level, it will be difficult to make a good decision. It will be very, very difficult. So that is where I will encourage our schools to have a talent hub where students should be nurtured. Should be asked questions on what did they want to do with that, because when you miss that track regarding your talent, you missed it.
All right.
You missed it.
You see some little children in their very tender age. You see them want to touch some appliances in the house. They want to repair phones. Were you encouraged when you have this talent by your parents to put you towards this direction, or you were the one that just encourage yourself to go for it?
Yeah, thank you very much. Right from as a young boy doing all these things, and generally your parents want to beat you and say, go and read your book. You're back from school. When I'm picking building toys, building plane, and all that, go and build. But when they begin to believe me was the time I did a particular project, an aircraft where it was publicized and everywhere, and various media started coming to our house, and my mother was like, so this thing you're doing is making sense. So this is what I done at certain media. Like, it's not a child's play again. Through that thing, I also got my international passport at the very first at a young age. That time, and I learned about immigration because we were to represent Nigeria in an international exhibition in the US. It was like, just came that way. They even gave me money to finish, to build my project in a standard way that, and all that. So my parents said, this thing my son is doing, I think he's making a headway. So that was where the support started coming and all that. Now we need to believe in what I'm doing.
What do you think is the difference between Nigeria and maybe the United States and other countries in encouraging innovators like this?
Outside the world, we all know that in the Western world, they encourage inventors and a lot. In fact, there was a time in America, even in UK, they only allow people who are science inclined to their country. They refer to scientists and engineers. There are special profits they give to these people. That's what they want to allow into their country. What that tells you is that they believe that science and technology is one veritable tool that is so important to the development of the nation. Okay, and when you fail in that aspect, in fact, it's going to be disastrous for that nation. Any nation that is weak in technology is a playground.
It's a time bomb.
It's a time bomb, exactly.
Any country that is weak in technology is a time bomb.
It's not safe. That country is not safe. So in the Western world, in tiger nation like China and Japan, they lay more emphasis on science and technology. They give attention to this, set of people who are into science and technological innovations. That is why recently I told you I have a very good friend who went into John, and the white man came all over from Europe and came down to pick this guy. Okay, we'll be hearing this thing over the years, but this one happened recently. Came to our country and we moved this guy to their country.
The white man
came and they processed his visa within a couple of months, and he's out of the country. And I keep seeing his updates, how his nation.
So, for instance, somebody can just come and pick you now, you'll be out of this country.
Out of this country, because since the country is not encouraging what I'm doing, people say, Dan, I know you are a voice to investors here. I say, let me go to America and go and be the voice there. Since they're not encouraging what I'm doing here. What I say inside the house, I also say it on media. I don't
Okay. You'll be encouraged, don't worry. You are in the no broadcasting service. Those in authority, they are seeing you. A lot of persons are seeing you. You'll be encouraged. That's why you came. Sazopol, we have a problem in Nigeria, and we have a lot of, according to you, we have good innovators that can help. Why is it that we are still having this problem? Or are you people not thinking, or what you just thinking is just to do this and not trying to help us in the electrical problems we have?
Yeah, thank you very much. This is your power in this country. The solution is already available in our hands. It's already available. For instance, solar technology is a green energy that is so important to our environment in terms of earth-wise, okay? The world is advising we go green. And for instance, that is what also I apply to this, my latest innovation. So it's solar powered. For instance, you are using a gasoline gen to power your appliance at home, and you know what it costs to the environment, the earth and all that. So the solution to power challenges we are facing this part in Nigeria is already available. The thing is that the government, would I say, they are not willing to fund this research, to diversify on these solar issues. Okay, so that is the challenge we have, and I still see that people are playing politics with our power supply. Because a lot of people are enjoying it. For instance, there are some particular area in this Benin that I understand that people will to bribe the power of this company not to supply light, so that they can sell their fuel.
That is allegations.
That is allegations. I'm just saying it's an allegation.
You don't say that on air, because we have
to
have a proof of what you just said. So just let it stay there. Because you're talking to the public, there are some things that are not verified, and we don't need to let it know. Okay, let me come to Tutu Abiodun. A lot of young Nigerians, when I started, I said some Nigerians, they like to go into rituals, they want to make more money, as against being creative or innovative like engineer Sazubo. What do you have for this youth that just want this quick fix, want everything to be okay? They just want to, suppose say they do dorime and do. so what is your advice for our young youths in Nigeria, particularly Edo State?
All right, my advice for them is that actually I've seen a lot of youths, messing themselves up, killing their girlfriends, going to rituals, doing all manner of moral decadence, and that at the end they will still lose their life, they are shortening their life. It actually doesn't speak good of them. So what I want to say is that those that are already into those moral decadence, I will encourage and advise them that they should keep off from it, they should stop it. The reason is because there's nothing like you are into a particular thing, because Nigeria is a country that is very, very strong. We all know that. And everything is definitely going to get better. Things will get better. But all they need to do is that if you know your purpose on it, you have discovered it. Like I've been a talent doctor for 8 years now. I've been doing talent exhibition, going to programs. We have been doing it for a very long time. But the fact that sometimes I'm not getting the result I want. Sometimes I will need to put a huge amount of money into a particular program. At the end of the program, people will come.
Flop.
Yes, people will come, but the money I put into the program, I don't get it back. So will I say, let me go and do ritual so that politicians will start coming, so that the money will start coming? No, I won't do that. One, because my integrity matters a lot. Because it's also going to affect my lifespan. So all these things does not actually speak good. Now for youth to go into ritualists and the rest, to kill your parents, kill your girlfriend, kill your siblings, just to make
even kill yourself.
Imagine that. Some of them are even using their part of their body to do rituals. It doesn't make any sense, because at the end of everything, before you go into this, the person that is doing it for you will show you, will let know to you the repercussion. And definitely the repercussion will definitely come. Imagine somebody that is supposed to spend 50 years or 80 years on earth now. Now you are at the age of 18 years, you said you want to go and do ritual. At 25 years, they'll tell you that you may not exceed 25 years. Now, by the time comes, some of them will just say, I just want to eat this money for 5 years, let me just touch it. So that people will know that I've touched this money, let me buy the big cars, build the mansions, make the money. But at the end of the day, they will still lose their life. We've seen a lot of youths dying anyhow. But it's actually, I encourage youths and I advise them that if they are into these things, they should keep off on it. They should get focused with their purpose on it. It will definitely get better.
It will get better.
It will get better.
They should try to harness their talents.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Asazobo, you are here today to showcase this, because after this you will go to the commercial to do the adverts, because we want you to advertise what you have so that people will come and buy. But what is your prayer this morning in coming to EBS? What do you want to be done? In what way you can be assisted to ensure that this project becomes commercialized?
Yeah, as I mentioned, that funds is one of the things that is keeping research. Okay, even our universities, our professors will still be complaining. Some of them will still be crying that there are no funds to push their research from the research lab to the market. So you may not necessarily come and say, I want to give you the down. It's so and so millions and so cash. And no, I don't need your physical cash in my hands. So we can come together and say, what I want is I want to see this product in the market. When I go to New Benin, I see it in the shelf. I'm happy. When I go to a Kiosa, I see it there. I go to Oba market. I go to Yaba market. Go to Onitsha. I want to see that's my joy. I want to see people, using it, solving their challenges, their problems in terms of food processing and all that. So what I need is collaborations. We can collaborate and say, okay, how do we go from here? How can we mass produce so numbers of things, of these things, of these products? Okay,
somebody can join you to
so let's go together. So I'm ready for open collaborations because my joy is that I want to see my innovations in the marketplace. And that is the legacy of one leaving behind. We're talking about young people who are into rituals and all that. The thing is that they have not discovered their main purpose here on earth. If you are discovering your purpose, why you are here on earth, you have no reason. I will say, but I know a lot of challenges and frustrations I've gone through in the world of invention. So instead that some at the time, when we take it down, just forget about all this invention of matter. I've asked things of stories. A whole lot. Oh, some come, oh, Dan, you are doing great. Oh, but then I know what I'm aiming at. I know what I want. What will I be giving back for? If your focus is what you give back for, and you know do ritual. Now look at those people that are into ritual. You get the cars, you get the money. I know the day after all these things, you just die. Nobody talk about this person again. Now today, even the generation after now, we'll still be talking about the likes of Thomas Edison. Those are great scientists. Michael Faraday, Albert Einstein, and all that. Their legacy lingers forever. Even when we leave, their legacy still continues. Their products will speak for them. For instance, the lighting system we're using here, the product of Thomas Edison. Okay, the microphone we're using here. Some of these parts are using. This is my invention too. Also, inventions made by other, great inventors in the past. So if youth, have purpose they are running with, they will not find themselves doing ritual at the place. It's not car, you get it.
Of course.
What is car that you cannot get that you want to kill your sister and go
you
and kill your girlfriend?
You can even invent cars.
I have a friend of mine, an inventor, Michael, he built a car. He said he was giving the admission to study biology instead of engineering. But now this guy he built a car. He said that the first car that he's going to drive in his life will be a car made by him. A very beautiful sport car. Wow. And he has gone there. Okay? You can build a car yourself. All right. Currently, I'm working on a very special car now, which should be named after the Edo Land Jet. That will be coming up soon. I name it after the Edo Land Jet.
So you're having that car project?
Yes,
now.
It's already, and it's going to be solar driven. It's coming out very soon by the grace of God. When it's funds there, we've already started it already. I know that. So in some way, I need partners that will come together, financial partners. Say, look, let's do this together.
All right.
What I'm concerned is that he said, let this product be in the market. Let people use it. Let it bless lives. Let it touch lives. Okay, that is my greatest concern. That is my joy, and that is my fulfillment.
Right. And this is one of your latest innovations.
Yeah, innovations. Yes.
All right. What Asazobo is praying for is people should come and partner with him. He said, "Don't give me the money. Just say, okay, I want to put my money inside this business, and I let it sell." It's like you need shares, people to buy into this.
You get your benefit again.
Wow.
That's good. It's a great job for people. I want people to be occupied.
All right. I just wish you the best. I pray that. A lot of persons have seen this and they want to partner with you. You can use this device to charge your phone. You can use it to fan yourself. You can use it to pound. Yes. You can use it to break spaghetti, slice your vegetable. A lot. It's multi-purpose. You can use this same product, and you don't need electricity. You just need solar.
Yeah, it's solar powered. Yes.
Solar powered, yes. And you are projecting like 20 to 30,000 when it's done. This is just the prototype. He promised that you see a very beautiful product when you because that's the beauty.
Of course, that is what attracts the market people.
All right, thank you so much. I wish you the best, and other young youth, other Nigerians should emulate you. Abiodun, your last word concerning this product. What do you want to say?
All right. Inventor Dan is a friend and is also a brother. And this is first inventions for this year. What I want to say is that more grace, and we are also appealing to the public, especially the government, that they should come in partnership with him, so that this thing can go viral, so that we can spread it all over. And all the Nigerians can have it individually for their own personal use.
All right, thank you. And as well, you can come to meet our general manager. She will cooperate with you because we need this. You need to commercialize it. You need to advertise this. Yes. When you advertise it, people will know more about the product. We've been talking on Nigerian youth and innovation, and we have engineer Dan Aigbe Asazabo. Is Inventor SAIDC. What's the SAIDC?
Yes, it means the Society of African Inventors, Designers and Constructors.
All right, thank you so much for coming. We have Tutor Sam Abiodun, is president. He said he's even global. President of Silent Talent Exhibition, Edo and Ondo State. Thank you so much. That's our show this morning. I'm Josephine Neimi. Do have a great day ahead.
EBS TV, Television Reloaded.